City magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Money comes big, yeah. It's not small, no.
Kiss my entire.
Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
Wow! Welcome to the coffee shop, boys and girls. I'm your host, Doc Blalock. You're watching the podcast that won't rust, bust, collect dust, kink, stink, turn pink, or rattle that seems in a rainy season for 90 days or your money gladly refunded. Hey, just want to say this. A Damn Dirty Thing is live right now on Fund My Comic. If you haven't done so yet, go over there and back it. Do you reserve your copy today of the floppy or the novella? And if you already backed it or can't afford to back it, that's cool. You're still loved and appreciated. Share it out. Tell somebody you know that might dig it about it. So Tanner is running a little bit late today. So I'm going to bring out a guest host here who's not Tanner Hurley.
Won't you get in trouble if the boss shows up?
Oh, no, it's the boss here? Hey, wait, I'm the boss.
What's
I'll try
going
to
on?
be as pretty as he is, though.
We all fall short
I'm trying.
of the beauty of Tanner Hurley. That's just
Good morning, Doc. What's up? I mean,
when
that's
it-
afternoon, I guess.
when he and Chris Olet were on screen with me, I just wanted to put a bag over my head. Those are two of the best looking guys, and I'm not even gay. I mean, damn, man.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It is. Hey, Charles, Habbo says that, Tanner. Good afternoon, Charles. Good to see you. Hey, we got a guest in the back here. She's an old friend here in the community. She's a writer. She's a creator. She's the owner
That
of
means
Worthy.
Doc ain't going to make her wait 30 minutes to bring her on. Check that out.
She's
a friend of ours.
She's the writer and owner of Worthy Chaos. Let's take a look at this real quick.
Hello.
Carissa.
Funny story, Doc. This is the third time I've seen her in 24 hours.
Corissa Grant, ladies and gentlemen, my friend, it is good to see you again.
Hi. Pops was all discombobulated. I was
I
on
told
here. Yeah, I was here for less. And Pops was like, get out of my show.
I popped in the studio for Les's draw stream earlier, and there's Carissa. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to be on Doc's show. It's not for 2 hours. And then my computer froze, and I didn't get a response. I didn't hear. I come back in with the show was supposed to have started 2 minutes ago. It's like 11:02 when I got back in, and I was like, Carissa, you're on Doc's show in an hour.
So here's the thing, Carissa. First of all, there's never been a time that Chris has been on camera that she's not working, fulfilling damn books. If you order Worthy Chaos, you getting that shit. I mean, she is always working. But I got it, Carissa. Issue 10. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, no, that's not even, dude. Just wait. You're gonna be bummed out. On the show earlier with Les was working on a cover for what number? 16, 17?
16 or 17 will be his, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because my artist is in the middle of inking 16 now.
16.
So, yeah.
I want to dive into Draven and Sarah a little bit here in just a minute, but I was just going to say, I've worked these fingers to the bone, Carissa. 2 books so far.
Well, and you illustrate yours yourself, so to be fair, it's a little harder.
Yeah, I'm my own artist, and I work for free, so I get what I pay for, which is a grouchy, surly employee. But in fairness to the employee that is me, his boss is a dick. So,
well, I have. I'm doing it for myself, but it would be nice to, after the 44th issue is done, to send it to the publishers that said I wouldn't get past issue 3. And
yes.
When they said there's no way you're going to get all 44 done, so we'll see how they think after I'm done. So,
right about now, if I were them, I'd already be strapping that bib around my neck to eat that crow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey, Lou, welcome.
There's a couple of them. They wouldn't even read my proposal because it marked it as 44 issues, and they said they don't take anything over 3, which makes no sense because they're not paying. I'm paying for everything. So really, what do they have to lose by trying my comics? But they said, oh, well, in our experience, half the people buy 2 and even less buy 3, and I flat out said, then you have the wrong stories.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, I think the entire history of comic book collectors would tell them that they were wrong when there are people in our chat right now. Charles has 3 tons of comics in his collection. He doesn't even count them anymore. They go by weight. And there's runs in there that span decades. If you got a good product and you got a good story, you can roll with it. Billy Power Max in the house. What's up, buddy? So Sarah and Draven, when last we left our heroes, I don't even know where we last left them. I've got issues 1, 2, and 3, so I'm way behind.
Yeah, you are
way behind. Catch us up on what's happening in their world.
So right now, after issue 7, they were trying to escape from Helltown and got caught in a haunted asylum where they're trapped within with zombies, giant salamanders, and ghosts. And on the outside, trying to get in to get them is an angel, a demon, hellhounds, and Anubis.
Right on.
So right now they're trapped in. This is issue 10. She just got her outfit change into her kind of permanent, but it itself changes. But her nurse outfit, which I will say everyone loves, and I cannot take the credit for it. I mean, I will because it was my decision, but the reason. Well, the reason why she's in a nurse outfit, hi Carrie, is because my artist has a horrible memory, which most artists do, from my understanding, when it comes to, long stories or whatever. Anyway, he always forgets. He kept forgetting the wound in her shoulder. Like every panel, he forgot the wound, and he had to keep going back. So finally, I was like, that's it. I wasn't even through with the first issue of her being wounded. I was like, we're going to change her shirt, so we don't have this issue. But they're in a haunted asylum. So what shirt am I going to find? It can't be the same green, because what are the odds that have a green shirt?
Right.
Be white, gray, or black, because those are what Draven usually wears. So it's not going to be, what blue do they have in the 50s? It's going to be there. So I was like, I'll just put her in a nurse outfit. So she has like a 1950s nurse outfit. And for the next book, because of something that happens that I can't say, or it'll really spoil it. But she gets an upgraded nurse outfit because she's once again caught in a hospital, but more modern. And she's like, why is it always a nurse outfit? So she now has a nurse outfit. I have heard no complaints. She was supposed to get changed again in issue 23, but because I really do love the nurse outfit, she's trapped in a military base on an island. So I'm going to have her in some kind of commando nurse outfit. So we'll see what we do to that one.
Actually, Carrie, in fairness to myself, I think I had Corissa on before Laurie did.
I can also add a little something to that. Carrie, you missed Corissa this morning on Les's show too. She's just like all over the place right now.
Tanner had to take a friend to the airport. Carrie, he will be here shortly. Now, Corissa.
Yes, sir.
Ghosts and zombies on the inside,
and giant salamanders.
And salamanders.
Wait a minute! Don't forget the skeletal vultures.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I forgot about.
Slow your roll. Salamanders, not exactly a typical sort of thing one runs across in a haunted asylum. What the hell, Corissa?
Well, the town is merging with hell, and those snuck in. And underneath the asylum where they wind up going in this issue, we run into our first. His name is Chatty. He is a chameleon vampire bat, and he actually sticks around the story because he's adorable. Just look at him. He wasn't in the novels. I'm gonna be honest, he wasn't in the novels. But when I thought of him, he was just too adorable. So he is he's in the rest of the series. So, unless I get annoyed with him
because he's adorable, he got wrote in.
Adorable. Yeah.
So does that mean I get written in at some point for being adorable?
Of course.
Excuse me, Chris was on Laurie's show this week. Sorry if I should troll less. I have been slacking. Carrie, I'm talking about in the grand scheme of things here. Laurie's been on my show many times before. I think before you found us, Carrie. But anyway, she's always welcome here. So for Carrie, and for some of those that might not know a little bit of the backstory of Draven and Sarah, give them that overview on those two.
Okay, so Seraphina is an angel descendant and Draven is a demon descendant, and the two of them are soulmates, and they live each life together, but once they die, they always reincarnate, but they never have any memories of it. So something happened in the last life, which is written, and it's in a prequel, but you don't know yet. Whatever happened in the last life was different, and it ended weird, and something changed so that this time the angelic weapon that she was created from is now not inside her anymore. So she carries this around. She doesn't know what it is, but everyone else does. So her angel father and his demon father are after the angelic weapon, because whoever gets it first can tip the scales between heaven and hell in their favor. Her father wants it for another reason, which nobody knows but us, and him, I assume. And so the only problem with this weapon is it requires her soul to activate it, which means she would never be reincarnated again, and she wouldn't have an afterlife, which means Draven would never see her again. So they're obviously against it. I know, Carrie, you can catch up if you want. The best way is the hardcover, $39, and you have the first 7 issues, or the digital. Oh yeah, actually, it's very, very supernatural. This is actually why it was created, was supernatural. So if you like supernatural, Buffy, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, those are all in this, but it's primarily Buffy meets supernatural. Yeah, if you like supernatural, you'll love it. The easiest way, like I said, to get caught up is the hardcover or the digital copy, which you get all 10 PDFs for $25. So
10 books for how much?
$25 digital.
Jeez, Pete's.
Well, it's a long series and I need people to catch up.
Hey, what's going on, Grey Wolf? Good to see you. Welcome.
And as for fulfilling, these are actually issue 11 that just came in the mail. So I am packing these up.
She's packing up one she ain't even sold yet. You see, you hear what we're talking about, guys? Do you hear?
This is work ethic. All right, so that's Sarah and Draven. We're kind of caught up. We know where they're at. We know what's going on with them. Let's talk about your process, Corissa.
Sure.
Tell us from start to finish how an issue of Worthy Chaos happens.
Well, something that's a little different than other people is our series 1 and series 2 are completely already written. We have over 100 issues written. 44 is issue 1, 5 is the prequel, and 30 is series 2. Series 3 is halfway done. But I write with a co-writer while we role play. So what originally happened is we were role players online, and I started the story. I asked my co-writer Jess to write Draven's lines. So when you're reading the story, I will only write Seraphina's lines, and Jess only writes Draven's lines. So we never write each other. So when you're reading it, it's 2 completely different people. They have 2 completely different personalities, and it definitely comes through because my character talks nonstop and barely thinks, and Draven thinks and barely talks. So it's exactly like us.
But you're writing the overall story arc.
I write the story. Yeah, I'm the first writer. So I write the chapter, and then Jess will go back and write the same chapter, but now in Draven's point of view. So he will react to everything or Seraphina did. He will answer whatever Seraphina said to him or any questions she said to him. You'll find out what he was thinking while those things were happening to her. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get this written, and what is it that you send to your art team? Do you send a script, a plot, a panel by panel?
So I send my artist 4 panels, tops 5, but generally on average, 4 panel scripts. And then I do bare minimum. They're in this room with this has to be here, and this is where they are standing in the room, and that's it. He will add extra panels. I say, of course, their expressions. I'll say he's really Draven's is almost always angry, worried, or those are generally the 2.
Right, angry or worried.
Yeah, angry
Life with Sarah, boys and girls.
Yeah, well, that is why it's called Worthy Chaos, because she creates all the chaos in her life. She has angelic blood, which attracts everything negative or evil. And Draven is unfortunately always stuck trying to help her. She makes her feel guilty. He thinks he's not worthy of her, and she thinks she's not worthy of him. But to Draven, Seraphina is the worthy chaos in his life. So
and they love each other.
They do. They are soulmates. They find each other in every life, sometimes earlier, sometimes not. In the prequel of this one, they find each other as teenagers. They meet up. It doesn't go as well as it should have. And then you can actually read how they met in our... So I have a prequel by another artist that you can get as a PDF. It's called Damnation. And you can get that as an add-on. And for the first time ever, you can get it in the next Kickstarter, which is June 14th. So it's like a month away. You can get it printed. So there's only going to be 25 made. And yeah, so that'll be the next one. But you could see how they met as teenagers at a party and how they immediately get thrown into more chaos. They get she falls through a mine that has over large monsters and creatures and insects that are in there, and there is a reason for it, but no one's gonna find out until series 2 at the end. So just enjoy it.
Right.
But, yeah.
All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna play a quick sponsor ad here. We take care of our sponsors because they take care of us. Give everybody an opportunity to refill their coffee, stretch, yawn, and we'll be right back with more from Corissa Grant.
The future. The final frontier. It has never been so uncertain as now. AI, VR, haptic wear, nanotechnology, mass destruction with a remote click. Now we are finally seeing the true potential and dangers of an ever-connected and overly policed hyper-technological world. Have we finally become the architect of our own demise? Is there still hope? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Punk Droid.
I totally sloshed coffee everywhere when I stood up to go warm up my cup.
Good move. Yeah. Good.
Well, I mean,
you need to save up for your laptop. Just like
I don't blame you.
I was blessed on the coffee slosh though, because it didn't go anywhere except on me. Like my Wacom drawing tablet is right here. It could have gotten hit, but it didn't.
Is Carrie, are you on my Facebook? Because I can send you the first 2 issues so you can get an idea. They are getting, I will tell everybody now, they're absolutely getting relettered. So as soon as the issue 1 through 7 are relettered, you can't get the old ones anymore. So if you want the first edition, you do have to buy them in the next Kickstarters or so.
Wait a minute, I thought those were mine.
You want the original artist. I'm talking about these. Okay. 1 through 7 from this artist are getting relettered and retitled. And then the originals won't be anymore. I think you want the 5 from the original.
Yeah, I want those 5 for sure. And
Carrie,
how many I have left?
So Carrie, hit Corissa up over on the Facebook.
Yeah.
And she'll hook you up.
Absolutely.
She's a generous soul, a kind soul who writes horrific books about horrible things happening to people.
I do torture my characters. I do.
You do that.
It makes it worse. You've seen nothing yet.
Do they ever catch a break? Do they have downtime?
Well, for issue 22, they get to have one night of movies and pizza before it gets 1,000 times worse. So
and that's where the next shower scene is. Just for those.
That is the next shower scene. Yeah.
If you just search her name on Facebook,
Corissa Grant,
you'll find her. And
she's gonna get you now, dude. Go ahead, say it.
Horror.
Yeah, then he goes horror.
but what I said was horrific. So you won't catch me out. All right. I am the master of proper diction.
Yeah.
All right. Just saying.
Actually, I'm in a generous mood. I'll send her 1 through 4 because Baby from Supernatural is in 4.
Oh.
So you have to see the Impala if you're a Supernatural fan. So
yeah.
And if anyone wants the first couple, just hit me up. I have 10 out, so giving you a couple is not going to kill me.
The ones that Corissa sent me, beautifully done, wonderful books. But I'm here to tell you, you will blow through them fast because it is nonstop, action-packed.
Yeah. And
I was like, wow, this is really intense stuff.
1
and 2 are the most intense, I think there is.
It's the kind of book you go through fast. You go through fast once, and then you might go back and look for Easter eggs or look more thoroughly at it. But it grabs you and drags you through it really fast, and in that first read.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I mean that's the way every comic book reader reads. I think though, is we absorb the story first, then we go back. We savor the art.
Yeah. I do, and you will see as you go through that my artist. Now I loved him right away, but his art improves tremendously, and now it's like 1,000 times better. Well, I loved it right away, but around issue 5 for issue 6, I think was the first time. So between 5 and 6, he started school for doing. Now remember, for any of them don't know, he had never worked in a comic before me. So I got him right off the presses.
A virgin.
A virgin. Well, he's older than me, but a virgin in comics, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's why I always tell everyone says, oh, you don't want a newbie. And I was like, but both me and him were both newbies. I had never made a comic really before.
Yeah.
And
never listen to that advice, by the way. That's incredibly bad advice. If someone tells you don't get a newbie, if you see some talent you like, take a chance on them. Because you want someone to do that for you.
Yeah.
Look, if I hadn't been all about looking out for the noobs and looking for new talent to bring into this, Corissa wouldn't be here. I found her book 1, 2 days left on her campaign. 2 days.
What are you supposed to do with 2 days?
I'm like, because somebody's like, hey, Pops, man, you need to help promote this for Corissa. I'm like, who's Corissa first? What are you talking about? They sent me the link, and I'm like, 2 days? What am I supposed to do with 2 days? And I went out and I promoted the hell out of it, and I met her. We got her out. I think we did a closeout party for it, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, 2 days. With 2 days left, we set up a closeout party for somebody I never met before.
Awesome. Yeah, Pops was. I had no idea who Pops was, and he was immediate. Like, let's get this going. But I'll never forget the first words I heard from him. What am I supposed to do in 2 days? I'm like, what? I wasn't planning on you to do anything. I have no idea.
Yeah, you didn't know what I was talking about.
I had no idea. I had never done a show before. That was my first show ever. I think I had done like one recorded one or something. But yeah, that's what I wanted. And I was supposed to get one and it fell through and we never got to do it. My husband was going to put it together for me, but fell through. And Carrie, I don't know where you live, but wherever you live, UK. Well, they do have them there. There's the Supernatural conventions. If you haven't been to one, save up your pennies and go. I have been to I went to 5 in 1 year, but I haven't done that since. But they're really, really, really fun. I'm going to one in December. It was supposed to be November because it was my 2 favorite characters are going to be in a Florida one. But now we're going to Tampa. If anyone knows Zachary Levi, who does Shazam and Chuck.
Yep.
My husband's going because he's obsessed with Chuck. But he was supposed to be in Knoxville, and we were very upset. He canceled at the last minute, so now we bought tickets for him, but not for any airports in case he
So
again.
yeah.
So we may or may not going to Tampa, but yeah.
So speaking of the cars, I wanted an iconic car for Jake Bishop, and Jake Bishop lives in a alternate reality where they have all our technology. It's modern times, but their aesthetics are those of the 1940s. So I had an AI guy generate me something original for a car, and this is what we came up with. So this is Jake Bishop's car.
Oh, that's nice.
And it needs a name.
Earl.
I gotta name this thing.
Well, hell. Shadow or Ghost?
Both are good.
Something. I need a name. I may run a contest.
Well, I mean, he does that in the shadows type of word,
Mm-hmm,
can pop through a wall on you like a fucking ghost.
Yep.
Either one of those work for me, but yeah.
Well, the Supernatural guys had their car, and Green Hornet had his. What was Green Hornet's car called? Was it Black Beauty? Black Beauty. Batman, of course, sure, had the Batmobile,
which was totally original. Batboat, Batcopter, Bat.
Yeah.
Toilet.
So I want and I'm torn between giving him something totally badass and giving him a complete piece of shit. It can't be anything in the middle.
No, it's got to be that. That's sweet.
I think about Columbo.
Hold on.
Columbo had that piece of shit he drove.
This is what I was going to say. Have him have a piece of shit like Primer Gray something called the Ghost, and then have that as well in his garage, and that's the Shadow. When he don't want nobody to notice, he drives that old Primer Gray piece of shit.
When he got to get across the continent quick, fast, and in a hurry.
But when you want to be when he wants to be incognito, he jumps in the Gray Ghost, right? Old Primer Gray piece of shit car and drives it around. Now it's got tinted windows. Nobody can.
And there's another big stack of worthy chaos. Carissa, when do you sleep?
I get 4 hours to 5 hours of sleep between 10:30 at night and 3:30 to 4:30 in the morning.
And then the rest of the time, she's either at her job or sitting right there, filling Geminis.
Yep.
Jesus. This is the glamorous life, boys and girls, of a comic book producer.
Yeah.
When you're self-publishing, it literally means you're doing everything. Now, I'm in a similar sort of situation. I don't do fulfillment. My publisher does that for me. But I have to write it. I have to draw it. I have to ink it. I have to letter it, script it. And when I first came into this, Carissa, I came into it knowing that I had done comics in the 90s on a monthly schedule. I was doing a book a month.
I came into this knowing nothing, like an idiot.
Well, let me. I'll see your nothing and raise you more nothing. At one point, for 3 months, I did 2 books a month, and I thought, when I came in the community here, it was like, why is it taking people a year to do a damn book? I was cranking out a book a month. Well, that was as a penciler, not the writer, not the inker, not the letterer, not the editor. I quickly realized how good I had it when I was just doing pencils, because the rest of it is holy buckets. Is it time consuming?
I could, if I could write an issue probably a week. Every week I could do an issue because my one issue is about 10,000 words, and I can sit and do 3,000 to 6,000 words in one sitting. So I could do an issue a week, writing wise, if I had to. But I already have 108, so I'm way ahead of the game.
Yeah. Now I have decided when the Pariah cycle is done, it's done. That'll be the last we ever see of Elizabeth Payne. But Jake Bishop's going to keep going. And each one of those floppies will also have a novella with it. So I'm writing a short book with every issue. because it needs it. It needs to be filled out more. It's a rich world that needs more than just what I can do in a floppy. Oh, let's see. I just looked at some of the slang for the 40s, but the 40s, 50s, they didn't name their car after. Yes, they do name their cars after girls, and we still do.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's car he had when I was little. Hey, Brianna, welcome. Was Sally, and so my first car was a Volkswagen Bug, and I named it Hilda. Good German name. I never knew that Not Tanner is the founder of the Madness. I had to read that carefully because I was afraid I was going to trip over that.
Nice.
That's something to think about, Carrie. Something to think about. But is he going to be friend or foe to Elizabeth Payne? We don't know. You got a wizard meeting a witch in Book 2 of Pariah. Are they gonna be allies or enemies? We don't know yet. But that's beside the point. What I'm wanting to know, Corissa, you've written so far ahead here,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that the main characters are, of course, Draven and Sarah, and you've kind of adopted Anubis, and kind of made him a big deal. Are we going to be meeting any other major players in this story arc that'll hang around for a while?
Yes. So in issue 14, you will meet Ryan and Melissa. They're in it for all the way up to 22, and then again somewhere a couple of issues later, and they're in it for again, and then later on they're in it, but their roles change. I'm not going to say what, but their roles change. Now, Seth, who you or whoever, you met Seth in issue 3. He actually becomes a major character later on. And he actually stays with them. And then in series 3, there's a werewolf that joins their team. And Davies is a reoccurring bad guy that you would have met briefly in issue 1 and meet again in issue 12.
Okay.
But he's a big time manipulator and controller, and he's the reason for half the things or more that's happening. So
okay, all right, and we know the dad situation with each of them. One is a demon, one's an angel.
Yep.
What about the moms?
So Draven's mom is Eris, which is the goddess of chaos, and Seraphina's mom is actually the goddess Sirona, which is both the goddess of the healing hot springs and the falling star. And both are incredibly important to hint at Seraphina's powers and personality. Now, Eris, you won't meet until way into series 2. Same with the mother, but the mother, what's going on with the mother is actually the reason why there's a war. And there's a big...
You mean Eris?
Eris is the Draven's mom, and she doesn't come in until later, but Sirona, which is Seraphina's mom, is actually the whole reason for why her father is doing what she's doing. I won't say what he's doing, but it's the reason why. That's
I got you.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, he does hint at it in issue 3. He says, "I'm doing this for Sirona." That would be Seraphina's mom.
Right on. All right, Corissa, let's take a look at your campaign here. We're not going to play the trailer again because we played it to introduce you.
Yes.
But we're currently at 110 backers, $3,921 over on the Kickstarter. Right on.
Yeah.
That's the way we roll. So walk us through this campaign. Shill just a little bit for thyself.
So you'll see the covers are going to be there first. The beginning part's just telling you things. So the first cover right there is my internal artist, Jonas De Costa, and Fernando is the colorist. That is her battling the vampire chameleon bats, and she's in a towel. I don't know why it's green, but it's green.
Because that's her color.
Probably a moldy towel. But yeah, so that's the regular cover. That's $10.
Now, some of you may recognize Fern Cord from Atrocity Press.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And that one is Victor Medina, which is absolutely phenomenal. A very popular artist that I've used. I'm actually the first one to print his cover. I did not know this because to me, his art is so amazing. I thought for sure he had to be tons of them, but I am the first one to print his cover, which is, I think it was issue 8. Yeah, issue 8 was his first cover. This is his second. I already have 3 other of his made, and he's working on 2 more.
All right, hold on. I've got to ask a question here that I got hit with, Corissa.
Yes.
At this point in when I was shilling, and it took me aback because I had never thought about it. So I'm going to ask you, if you were going to cast Sarah and Draven for live action, who would play them?
Well, I'll never do a live action. I'm more animated, but if I had to choose, because when we role play, we had actors and actresses in mind. It is actually Christian Kane who would be Draven, and which is the actor from Leverage, Librarian, Almost Paradise, and he was also in Angel, the fucking Angel.
I know that dude.
Yeah. I'm dying to get his autograph. Like, he is like my...
All right, I got to pull him up. Say his name again.
Christian Kane.
He's the muscle guy in Leverage.
Yes. He's the
and the library, actually.
And yeah, pretty much everything. The girl is actually Alana Tao from Supernatural, which is Joe.
Alana
Tao, yeah.
Tao, T-A-O?
T-A-L, I think.
Oh.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
Okay, there she is. All right.
Yep.
All right. That's interesting. So, do you give those references to your artists if they ask?
No, because I don't want to get sued. I did ask Christian Kane's agent how much it would cost to get his likeness, and he told me to email him the information, and that was 2 years ago. I never heard it back, so he changed his design.
Maybe time for a follow-up email.
Yeah, so we changed the design because the original artist that did our cover, that was going to be our cover for our novels that we'll never release, it was just for us, for our own personal printing, and he looked way too much like Christian Kane. So that's why I don't do references anymore, because that guy.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. All right, let's keep going through the campaign here. God, book 10, I'm still blown away. Freaking Corissa, damn it! I feel like a one-legged kid running a foot race against Jesse Owens here. It's just I can never catch up.
So
all right, here we go.
Is Ivan Tao? He was a Marvel. He was a DC and Marvel, but I know he's currently a Marvel artist who did this cover. It's very popular cover. It looks amazing in metal. You can see the shine.
Yeah.
It's what my most expensive cover, but so far has been worth it. So we'll go with that. These are some internal pages. This is some of the ghosts you'll see. I think you'll see the vampire chameleon bats. There you go. That's them right there. Oops. And then that's our zombies that attack her in a towel. That's the reason why you guys don't have another shower scene, is they stopped it. In the book, she did have a shower, but since I had already had a shower scene, and there's another shower scene in issue 22nd, I just had it without the shower scene. So,
right.
So I don't do stretch goals. I do personal stretch goals. So if you spend $50 or more, you get this sticker that's first time available. It's 4-inch stickers, and if you spend over 100, you get the sticker and the painted coin.
Okay, all right.
And now, if you spend $5, you can get 1 and 2 for the PDF. So if you're new and you don't feel like spending $25 on the digital catch-up, you can get the $5. You get 1 and 2. And then we have, I offered all 3 covers this time because I know everyone's going to want Ivan Tau's. So for $5, you get the digital PDF for all 3 covers.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's issue 1. Again, this is the original first printing. So this is only going to be available for a couple more campaigns. So if you want it, better get it. It's because once I have the new lettering, I'm actually donating the issues to cons for their VIP bags. So you will not be able to buy them again.
All right.
There's that.
I have that swag.
You do.
I use the keychain.
Oh, have you really? There's a new
absolutely
keychain this time. So this is $10. That's the printed version. You get the PDF too. So everyone that knows, you do not have to buy the PDF version. Every tier that comes with a printed comes with its corresponding PDF. And there's the second one, which is Victor's. And then Ivan Tau's. You can also get any of these as add-ons. I always have all of them available in add-ons in case it's a tier you want, but you also want the other covers. You can do that too. And these are a little charms. So that's a wood necklace.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. And then this is the new keychain that we got. He's absolutely adorable. He's right here. He's huge, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's a very sturdy keychain.
Kind of rubbery.
Yeah, he's the PVC. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the PDF catch-up tier. That's the mini Anubis. Now, the Anubis is I don't know if it's officially Lego, but it's not ours. But the staff that he comes with is our staff that we 3D print. So you won't get that anywhere else. What is wrong with this thing? And that's so every campaign I do the 3 covers in the metal cards. You can only get them through either the $99 tier. Actually, this time you can't. You can only get them through here. But I do offer any that are left over in the next campaign as an add-on, but I don't know if we're going to have any left over for this time. And that's the other necklace, which the Anubis is engraved into the stainless steel. Yeah.
Is that the one you showed us, the prototype?
It might be. I've had it for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you, Carrie. I like Carrie.
Oh, Carrie's wonderful. It's not a show without Carrie. Or Brianna. We love them both. Our European folks. I think I have more European followers on my channel than I do Americans.
My artist is in the UK.
Yeah. All right, what else we got here?
We have the gold painted coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is our Anubis with the foam staff. He's our first commercially released plushie. There's a limited number of those. And so that's the first. You can also get him as an add-on. Everything's pretty much an add-on except for the 3 limited edition plushies that are available. This is the bookmark that's embroidered on both sides. It's one bookmark. That's 2 sides.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's our hardcover. You get the PDF with it. But you also get the individuals 1 through 7 because a lot of people couldn't open. It was too large. So you actually get both.
Okay, I got you.
That's the 3 covers you can get, $45, and the regular cover is signed. And you also get a sticker with that one. And then this is the first chance to get the metal cover, which is very popular this time. We're running out of those. So you can get the metal cover here. You can get it as an add-on, and you can get it as a 99-cent tier. And the 99-cent tier, the $99 tier has the metal aluminum sticker, which you'll get to, and then the metal trading card. So there's more going on there. There's the upgraded Anubis where he has the 3D printed staff. And I charge you for what the staff cost me, but the foam's nice, but the 3D one is removable. I hate shipping them, so feel free to get the foam, but they are better. They are better. Now, you get the hardcover and issue 1 with the goodies signed for $49. And then feel free not to get these because they're annoying to to ship too, but they're 3D printed. They're 6 inches tall. And I have, once they're sold, I'm not doing that again because, man, I can't stand it.
Shipping some of these things is a pain in the
my
backside.
favorite plushies, I just throw them in a box. So
yeah.
I love the plushies.
But see, you can keep doing it and just hire RJ.
Yeah, but you know how much? Do you realize how much merch I have?
Yes, and he does logistics better than anybody. Trust me.
I'm not saying anything negative about RJ, but I gift wrap all mine. I would rather do it myself. But when I have over 300, I'll let you know. Because I'm probably not going to be gift wrapping then, so we'll see.
I like the 3D bust.
Yeah, that's he's pretty big. This is him. And they're awesome. That one's a little bit easy to ship because it actually comes apart. So I'm okay if you guys want to get that one. Yeah. And that's the hardcover with just the foam staff Anubis. He's a very detailed, amazing. I am so thrilled with those plushies. I love all my plushies, but I was not expecting that quality to be that good.
Right.
Because the other ones are handmade. That's my first commercially released one. Hi.
Carol busting up in the house, flipping tables over.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
How dear, coming through. What's up?
Yeah, I appreciate that. So this is the cheapest physical way to catch up. It's the hardcover has issues 1 through 7, and then there's Pops. Anyway, there's the hardcover, which is issues 1 through 7, and the printed 8, 9, and 10. So that's for $69. That'll get you everything printed with the hardcover, not the singles. But
nice.
Yeah.
Well, now let me address that. I take the opposite approach on my campaigns. I like my campaigns to just be sleek with not a lot of options for the goodies. I respect what Corissa and Laurie do with offering so much merch. I'm just afraid at the level I'm operating at, I would price myself out if I did this. So like my coffee mugs, I barely broke even on those. And this time we factored in a whole 50-cent profit on the coffee mugs. So I try to keep mine simple. But if I could offer more merch, you better believe I would.
Yeah. I don't recommend merch to anybody. I bought all these for myself, and now they're tax deductible selling it to you. So all this merch is for me. And so the next one is the hardcover with the Anubis 3D printed tier. And back oh yeah, he's got the button. That's the demon side. I have these buttons that you could choose the side of the war. You've got the angel buttons somewhere on there, and then you have the black ones, the demon buttons.
Right.
Yeah. And you can get those as add-ons too. I think they're like $1 each.
Carol, check your DMs. Yes. Then the answer is yes, obviously. I'm not going to ever repeat that because that may be the corniest joke I've ever heard.
I love corny jokes.
Where did the general put his armies?
Where?
In his sleeveys.
I love those jokes.
Carol, no Rice Krispies for you today.
What?
She gets no Rice Krispies.
Blasphemy. I'll buy her a Rice Krispie.
She's in my basement, so
all right, then.
She only gets fed when I slide things down through the vents in the floor.
Put the lotion in the basket.
What did the horse say when he fell? Whoa. I don't know. Carol, what? What did the horse say when he fell? Damn you. Help, I've fallen. I can't giddy up. Oh, sweet Lord have mercy. Coming here with those George Peter Gatsis jokes.
I think Carol's adorable. I've missed Carol.
Carol's wonderful. Carrie says, why was the Dalmatian bad at hide and seek? Because they're always spotted. Okay, you two knock it off. Don't make me come back there.
Them.
Don't make me come back there. All right, so anything else on this campaign we want to look at here?
Yeah, if you want to skim down to the glow in the dark, because I'm only making 10 of them. There's only one left of each plushie here. So there's the skeleton plushie. If you scroll down, then there's
this one.
There's only one of each. Keep scrolling. You can keep scrolling. So there's one of the skeletons, one of the hellhound, and one of the zombies, though you can get them pre-ordered. Chatty, scroll. Chatty is sold out, but you can get a pre-order one where you pick any 2 colors you want, and you can get the eyes in different ways.
Okay, all right.
And then there's the puppy one. There's one left.
Lord help. Lord help.
It's a Nubis puppy.
Carol, you owe me $90.
Well, the zombie you can pre-order anytime because you can put your birthday or the birthday of someone that drives you crazy, like Doc's birthday, on the back embroidered of the zombie because it is a zombie mental patient. So he has.
I do not drive people crazy. How dare you? How dare you?
I've heard otherwise. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so and then the rest are all ketchup tiers. That's the ketchup tier for 98.
How dare you?
Keep scrolling. There's the metal tier. The next one is the metal tier with the goodies, which is the aluminum sticker, the metal trading card, the magnet, and the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
And then more ketchup tiers.
And by the way, that may be the thickest, Sarah. So get it while you can, boys.
Yeah, she's got some thick thighs, man. So keep scrolling to get to the next one. There, that's the glow in the dark. It's the first time we're offering it. They're very expensive to make. And I'm only making 10. They're going to be numbered, and I have 7 left. And they also come with the glow in the dark trading card.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it. Now the add-ons have a lot of stuff. Add-ons you can get PDF and PNG coloring, digital coloring books. There's 2 of them. You can get a printed coloring book. There's 1. Yeah, here's all the add-ons. There's buttons. That's the original artist PDF. That's a black and white prequel that we did. And the next one is now those are some thick Brazilian hips, I've been told. So that's the animation where they first met. Then there's a couple of stickers and magnets. And more keychains. You can get that's a printed coloring book. We have a second coloring book coming in the next campaign, and there's a third one in the works. So
nice.
Yeah, and there's the keychain you can get.
Yeah, I really like that wooden medallion. That is very cool.
Yeah, I it looks even cooler in person. Not gonna lie.
I got to talk to you about your supplier on that because that is some merch we're offering on the next Pariah book.
It took me three tries to find the golden coins, the gold-plated coins for a good price because I kept getting the middle person and I had to keep going.
Yeah, we're doing a medallion for the next
I'm
Pariah
looking at
book.
the medallions, but I what you see is about 60% of the merch I own. I have more, so
Right.
I have a lot to go through.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about the wooden one because that's intriguing. I like that.
Yep.
The metal card set you can get for $30, set 1, and then set 2, an additional $30.
Yeah.
Set 3, $30. Metal card set 4.
So see, set 4 is what the last covers were. So the next one will have a card set. Now there's some of these are almost sold out, so you'll have to see how many are left. But yeah, the metal cards sell really well. There is a really, really good market for the metal cards. So I'm glad I discovered those.
Okay.
And then the zombie. The zombie mental patient, for anyone that cares, because it's probably only me, the straitjacket does come off. So yeah.
I like the fact that you can get any number, patient number on the back.
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
It's
So
cool.
people have been calling it the voodoo doll because they could put any person's birthday they want on there. I don't condone that. I'm just saying it's available.
Right. She's not encouraging you to curse your friends.
So there's
look at this. Let me embiggenate you.
So he's really adorable, but he has these little hairs, if you could see them.
Yeah.
That's what my artist put in there. So I had to be like, can you put these little weird hairs in there? And these little clamps and leather button, the leather clamps, they come off. This is the straight jacket he pulled, so it's got the little ruffles on the end. But yeah, here's the number. You can get any number on the back embroidered. So some people have put the number for Silence of the Lambs. He has a number. They've been putting it on there. But yeah, so. And then if you scroll one more, you could see Chatty, which those aren't the only 3 colors available. Those are just examples. You can literally pick any color and we'll find a way to match it or get close to it, or we can send you some examples. But yeah, you get to pick any 2 colors you want. And there's a couple of examples of the eyes. I think there's 3 completely different ones that you could choose from.
Nice.
Yeah. And then all current issues, all variants. There's a couple of metal back tiers you could do. Metal covers, I mean. Yeah. So there's the metal tiers, the metal ones we have available. When they're gone, they're gone. So
they're gone, boys and girls. Act now.
Issue 4 is the best one. So just saying. Well, now in issue 10 is good too, but I'm selling out of those pretty quickly. Then we have, of course, the Anubises. You can have, that's the foam staff for $29. And they are, like I said, very high quality. I specifically had them made so I can offer them cheaper. But I had to buy 100. So when they're gone, they're gone. And then we have the 3D staffed one. So actually they only have 50 each. And I think I sold like 20 or more of each. So, and then the last thing is we have the 2 songs that were written, performed, and sang for our story. Those are the lyrics. Those are the Permissible Indulgence is the band. They have the link there. And you can download them. They're $3 each, and you get both the instrumental and the vocal version.
Nice. Very cool.
That's what you heard in the video. There's 2 of them in there.
Very cool.
That's it. You survived.
We made it. Look at all this, boys and girls. This is a one-stop shop for just absolute fun and mayhem.
That is
worthy chaos.
That is why I no longer launch live, because for the first 30 minutes people are reading it, so there are no pledges. So I don't even pay attention for the first 30 minutes. Yes, I thrive on no sleep. I went to bed last night a little later than usual. I think I went to bed at 11 and I woke up at, I think I got to sleep till 4:19. That was the first clock I remember seeing. So I was shocked that I slept past 3:30. So,
all right, boys and girls, we're at the 1 hour mark. We're going to take a little break here for everyone that can run to the restroom. When we come back, we'll have more from our guest, Corissa Grant. I most assuredly did not miss your joke, Gary. It actually made me laugh. All right, we are back. So a little heads up here, boys and girls. You know, A Damn Dirty Thing is funding right now over on Fund My Comic. The link is in the chat. Excuse me. And it's doing pretty well. But we're always thinking about the next project. So here's a little teaser for you about what's coming next. My own teaser gives me the chills every time I watch it. I like it. Thank you very much, Carrie. All right. So
now she has to make a box to put all those comics in.
I already filled one whole box. So I had to do another one.
By box, she means crates of the stuff. I bet the post office just loves to see you coming, don't they?
I send my husband.
That's funny.
They know us enough now that when two of them had the wrong address, they just knew to hold it for us, or one had no label and they knew to hold it for us. So small towns, people, small towns.
Did you guys see that post that Laurie made the other day with all the boxes on the front porch?
Yeah.
Like, guess what I got? I said, a pissed off postal worker.
That's pretty accurate. We had the day before that she got hers, we got 7 huge boxes of the 830 or 840 whatever issues we got. 130 of Laurie's and her Choose Your Own Adventures.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, do you guys go into that little mom and pop post office shop there at Christmas time with some cookies for those guys?
Yeah. we're not allowed to leave money in for them for Christmas, but
right.
we do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I hook mine up with a gift card for dinner.
Well, my husband worked our first year. We moved to Tennessee with 2 mortgages and no jobs. That's how we roll. And so he worked at the post office for their seasonal. It was the worst job he said he had ever had in his life. And he's done septic work. So, but we found out that you're not allowed to accept, not that people don't, but you're not allowed to accept any kind of monetary value items such as
you're a federal employee. Of course not.
Yeah.
Well, they're federal contractors. They're not actually federal employees.
They were awful because they even told my husband, which immediately he was like, yeah, fuck that. He said, you don't care if your wife or parent dies, you are to come into work.
Right.
He's like, yeah, we'll see how that works out for you.
Carol, send it to me. Show it to me. Receipts or it didn't happen.
Exactly.
So Carrie's newest joke is, don't forget when a bra's on the floor, it's a booby trap. You know, Jesus.
There's a joke. I don't know if you ever watched Pitch Meeting on Pitch Meeting. He's on YouTube. Anyway, so it goes, he also has things that the first person to whatever, or this job, the first job. One of them was, I'm the booby trap reset guy that goes into the temples of dooms and resets all the traps.
There you go. That's a good job. There's job security there.
It's like it's in the family line. Anyway, I'm getting so much work done during the show. I should be on more.
Oh, lovely. Do you want me to show this, Carol, or no? Carol is really stretching her wings as an artist.
Quackers. Wait, who's in Chattanooga?
Said when.
I'm going to Chattanooga Saturday. Are you near Chattanooga?
No, he said when he lived there.
When.
I think that implies he doesn't anymore.
Yeah, you can fight me, Pops.
Let me share a screen here. So, where is it?
Where does Grey Wolf live now? Because I don't know if he moved out of state. I'm going to Chattanooga on Saturday. And what is that? It's pretty.
So Carol is a colorist, but she's also an artist. And so she's doing a new cover for Artifice Reanimate Reimagined, which had to reboot itself because of some other terrible human beings. Not their fault. And that is beautiful work. Carol, bravo.
That's gorgeous.
Now, we were giving her hell because originally that barrier in front of her was about shin height. And we were like, that's a tripping hazard. You have to fix that. So she fixed it.
Nice.
Grey Wolf says he's in Manchester, Coffee County now.
Like Manchester. Oh, nice. So you have no excuse. You should go to Chattanooga Comic-Con this Saturday.
This Saturday. Now, is that where you're going to be?
I am going to see Spike, James Masters from Buffy. I am not actually tabling.
Okay.
But if he's near Nashville, he can come visit me on June, which is 2 weeks? June 1st and 2nd. I will be tabling in Nashville.
Very nice. Very nice. Now that's kind of like how would I say it? Targets of opportunity. Do you have you kind of scheduled a convention tour for yourself for the summer?
Am I what now?
Scheduling a convention tour. Are you going to hit the circuit?
No, I'm only doing 3 this year, and they're all local. I'm doing the CreepyCon, which is the one I'm that guest at, my first guest spot. That'll be August 2nd through the 4th. You can come see me. They're going to put me on their website with a banner, and I'm so excited. I will be in Nashville June 1st and 2nd, and I don't have the date yet, but I'll be in Gatlinburg for 1 day in October. I love the 1-day cons.
All right. So, yeah, I am bringing back noir. And you know what's funny? I started A Damn Dirty Thing, and I do have this bragging right. I announced it and dropped the teaser for it before 2 other notables have launched noir books after me. So I was first, but even Mike Barron is jumping on to noir. And I forget what the other one is. Pops, what's that guy's name? He's in the madness. Somebody Turner, I think. Oh, Pop stepped away.
Rude.
Can't think of the guy's name right now, but anyway, he's doing a noir book, but his is set in modern times. So he's just kind of going for that same feel without necessarily that same immersion back into the day. So, Carrie, what's next? I know that there's always another issue in the pipeline, and I heard you say how far ahead your inker is right now.
My inker is 12 pages into issue 16.
So issue 16, which if you're keeping score, is 6 issues away from the one she's fulfilling or campaigning right now, which is issue 10. So this is Worthy Chaos is a train worth getting aboard because it's going places.
Yes. And yes, he did. He called me Carrie.
Did I call you Carrie? I'm sorry.
I figured it's because she's in there, and also I remind you of your ex-wife, so you probably avoid Corissa as possible.
I just remind myself that her Corissa was with a K.
Good. There you go.
Corissa, what number are you packing right now?
12. 12.
Get on the train, boys and girls. It's headed across the country, obviously. This is a nonstop, coast-to-coast, Worthy Chaos train. Get on board.
I will tell you
packing
that
number 12 right now and crowdfunding 10. Is anybody paying attention? This is how you do it. This is how you do it, guys.
13 is right behind me. That's a good one.
Jesus Christ. Corissa, I hate you right now.
You love me. I know you do.
Of course we do. I have been tickled to know Corissa since 1, 2, and 3, and have just been blown away by your productivity, your creativity. Let's real quick. Laurie Calcaterra kind of came on board in a creative capacity with you as well. Now, Laurie, as you know, she runs the Morning Brew, our sister show on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. But she's the creator of Path of the Pale Rider. So what kind of collaborative effort is going on there?
So Laurie is my very talented script consultant. She does because she's the only one that understands that I refuse to change anything the characters say because that's what they originally said. And we used to get in a little bit of tiff because she wants it to be graphically correct, but people don't talk that way. They never talk that way. They talk the way they talk. They say ain't if they want to, and they say whatever. So my books are, the dialogue is how we would normally talk, which is why a lot of people like our dialogue because it's very the way, realistic.
Right.
And it's so funny because I used to get told all the time, your dialogue is it's done so well. And it's, one of the hardest parts of comics, and it's not for us because that's literally the way the character would talk in our head, and that's how we write it. So
yeah,
but she knows that, so I can't hire just a regular editor because they'll be like, this is not proper grammar, and I was like, well, you don't know my characters. So
yeah, I just last week shared a meme from a famous writer. He's the one that wrote The Big Bounce and all of those books, and they were turned into movies. And he said, if the grammar you learned in school gets in the way of your story, ignore it.
Yep.
Because the real world doesn't talk that way.
Yep. Draven especially, he does have he has a particular way of speaking. So we try never to edit anything. The only thing she really corrects for me is that pesky comma that hates me. And I do have a tendency, which is probably why I will never release the books. I have long sentences. So she corrects those and these are 2 sentences. So she does correct my long sentences. So we do have that. And we also had a collaboration where, what issue was it? I have a lot of issues, so it's hard to remember. I think it was 7 where we have a collab that I actually have the print of somewhere where it's our 2 characters together. So we do want to cross over eventually. In later issues, my characters do jump portals. And that was written way before Marvel. Or way before the movies anyway. But they're going to jump in like Kingdom Hearts. They're going to jump into indie comics, and they're going to, interact with them while they're looking for these gems. So there are going to be crossovers, but we had a cross promote. So we wanted we loved Draven jealous. He's jealous of everybody and doesn't want anyone touching Seraphina. So we just had to draw a poster where her Jude is kissing the hand of Seraphina. And Draven about to kill him. And we also decided to add Anubis growling at the Big James bear. So it's an awesome. I'm putting it into a or it is. I don't know if I have yet, but it is going to be a metal trading card. So that is one of my metal trading cards I'm going to do.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Jealousy, not really a good way to go through about your relationships there, Draven.
No, but he's a demon in his defense. So
yeah, I was going to say, well, that's exactly what I was about to say. But then again, he's a demon. So,
yeah,
might not proper interpersonal relationships might not be his strong suit.
No. Draven. So a secret that some people don't know, and it doesn't is told till later, but Serafina and Draven shares Serafina's soul. So when they're apart, Draven is way more demon-esque than when they're together. He's still a dick when they're together, but at least he's nice to Serafina. So
okay, all right.
yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached that time of the show where it's time to wrap things up. I'm going to play a couple more of our sponsors here
And you're so cute.
because they keep the lights on. But again, Worthy Chaos over on Kickstarter.
Just
Corissa
search
Grant.
Worthy Chaos, you'll find us.
Yeah, absolutely. Get over there, give them a little bit of love, and they're well worth the time and effort. Thank you, Corissa, for coming out.
Thanks for having me on.
You're
Fine, please go. Bye.
Yeah.
Love you, Carol.
You are always welcome here.
Why, thank you.
Glamorized and embraced by Hollywood, feared in the underworld, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel was one of the most powerful men in America. He was also one of the most hated. The man who gave birth to Las Vegas was gunned down in the luxurious home of his glamorous lover. Almost 80 years later, his murder remains unsolved. Who killed Bugsy?
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, because it hasn't.
Well, what do you know? I finally got the last